All right, we got quick questions of the day, which is really, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to pretend to be a player, and you guys have to figure out who it is.
Quiz.
And you guys are competing against each other.
Oh, all right.
So don't be a loser. One of you will be.
So, wait, what?
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you try to figure out who I am. My team has played 11 games. I've played 10 of them.
Okay.
Of those 10 games, I have scored a touchdown in every game but 2.
So 8 games.
However, I've never eclipsed 100 yards in any game this season. So who am I?
Ooh.
I've got
Eric
my guess.
Decker.
That's who my guess is as well.
That is correct.
All right.
I am Eric Decker.
I got it out first.
And you
Well, it
guys,
doesn't matter.
you two shouldn't look at the doc because it has clues in there. So don't look at it.
Oh,
Just listen
all
to
right.
What
me.
do you mean?
Just listen to me.
There's clues in it. I'm just trying
The-
to look at the question.
No, I know. But you can hear me.
He doesn't get the point
So
for that.
1 point for Mike.
That's ridiculous.
It's first come, first serve. 1-0 Mike.
I said
This-
it before you
No,
said
you didn't.
Yes,
you
I
said,
did too.
I think I have a guess. And then Mike said Eric
and
Decker.
then I said, yeah, that's who I said. And then you go, that is correct.
I believe that is called second.
All right.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
is second.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I don't
So-
know if you know how a line works.
Yeah, it's the first person actually wins.
This is
All right.
America.
In PPR and standard leagues, I lead my team in fantasy points at the running back position. I've got 25 or more receiving yards in every single game, and I play less than half of the team's offensive snaps.
Theo Riddick.
Ding,
That
ding,
is-
ding, ding, ding. Well done. It's
gotta-
already over.
I got to take
Well,
this sweatshirt off because I am just burning up.
I mean, these are obvious. These are both obvious questions.
Well, sure, says the guy who didn't answer any of them. All right, this has been number 3. This has been my worst fantasy year of my career.
Andy Holloway. Ding! Yeah. All right.
Got him.
Go on.
Incorrect.
So
I am fighting
all right,
for the
2
bye.
to 1. Third question or fourth question. Go.
This has been the worst fantasy year of my career. I have not eclipsed 100 yards in any game. I've even put up a few goose eggs. I had one decent week against my former team.
Andre Johnson.
You got it.
yeah.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing about Andre Johnson. Average draft position. What do you think it was?
Oh, he was pretty
He was
high. 5th round.
I'm gonna go 4th round.
41. 41, and he was the 16th wide receiver taken, and we missed on him, didn't we?
Not this guy.
The whole world did. The whole
Yeah, a
world
lot-
missed because they drafted him so early.
Yep.
What do you guys think about Theo Riddick, though? I mean, that's a pretty impressive stat line.
Theo Riddick, for those who have lived with the fantasy footballers, because we are a year-long show and we were going last offseason, Theo Riddick was a guy that we loved going into the offseason before the draft. Amir Abdullah kind of changed everything because there was the assumption that Abdullah has the talent. He's a second-round pick. Maybe the team is not very pleased with Theo Riddick, and it's going to be Abdullah's show. So we've kind of faded Riddick and clearly faded him too much.
You and I disagreed. We can go back on those tapes, though. I mean, I told you I thought Theo Riddick would be involved. Your opinion was that they were done with him. That's why they drafted Abdullah, which is fine.
I
That could-
apologize if I put that in, but
Yeah, I didn't think that.
we
but-
liked him, and then I loved Abdullah after the draft.
Sure. No, and that's fair. It's the same argument that could be made against Devontae Freeman. If you love Devontae Freeman, why do you draft Tevin Coleman
Right.
as
now,
a team?
Now
So
that
that's
being
fair.
said, I mean these stats. He leads his team in fantasy production, but that's not saying much. With
Yeah,
his team
from the
16th
running
ranked
back.
running back in PPR
in
leagues.
full point. All
In
right, that's
PPR.
saying something.
Yeah, I mean that's not. I don't
I'll give
think
you
of
that.
him. Does anybody think of him as an RB2?
No,
No.
I don't.
And he was. I mean, he is in PPR.
And he's on waivers. We talked about him yesterday on the waiver show.
Yeah, just kind of crazy. He's second in receiving yards behind Woodhead.
Yeah, and man, San Diego, this is a public service announcement from the fantasy football community. Get back to it. Throw Danny Woodhead the ball.
I don't even know what their agenda is right now as a team, other than moving.
Their agenda is we're going to give Melvin Gordon 16 carries to see if he can actually do something.
I guess.
And the answer so far has been a strong, resounding no.
So where do you? Let's say he ends the year where he's at. Melvin Gordon
Melvin Gordon?
doing the same things.
Okay.
How confident are you that he can do what Devontae Freeman did in year number 2 and be somebody special?
Moderately.
Because the offensive line there is troublesome.
That's where I was going with Gordon is the offensive line, and they have been ridiculously banged up at the offensive line in San Diego. let's see what they would do in the draft. Do they address it, bringing somebody else in, and then just having everybody healthy? Everyone healthy at your offensive line changes everything.